Did you know there was a time when infomercials weren't absolute garbage? I know, right? Infomercials have always had campy acting and fantastic claims, but they didn't really start getting unbearably rampant until the early 90s. This is when advertisers realized the power of direct buy marketing, and that once they had your credit card number, they had you by the balls.
Nothing like a picnic.
But don't be fooled. If you go too far back, you end up getting into what I call the dark ages, before advertisers were forbidden from making false advertisement claims.
Why don't you join me in a stag beer?
When sponsors were the true gods of television, and saying anything negative about them on the air could cost you your job. Between these, however, there's sort of a golden age of infomercials, right around the 1970s and 1980s. Before the onset of computer graphics and camera special effects, companies had to actually show you what their products were capable of in order to make a sale. They were still campy and cheap, but there was an honesty in their marketing tactics, which I find rather endearing. So let's take a look at one of these classic commercials and see just how advertising has changed in the last 3 decades. This is Commercial Failure Rewind. Okay, never play that version again. I gotta have fucking nightmares now. God damn. Play the clip. Take my mind off that. Jeez.
Has this ever happened to you? What a mess. How about this? It doesn't wear as well as it tastes.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Let's take a look at this again. You're eating pizza, so I think it's safe to say you're not in a very high-class situation. You're likely sitting at home or in some parlor somewhere. I don't really think the earrings and silk dress are necessary. Who's ready for sloppy joes?
That dress shirt and expensive silk blouse have had it. Or have they?
Believe it or not, this is what qualified as a special effect in the 1980s.
This punished shirt and gray hoodie have had it. Or have they? Yes, they have. But are we really going to throw them away? Yes, we are. Or are we? Yes.
Now there's a way to deal with the most difficult stains quickly, safely, and thoroughly. Didiseven.
Yeah, I make fun, but really this commercial doesn't fuck around. They get right into the action and show you what Didiseven is capable of.
Didiseven is a whiz on carpets, even upholstery.
It's actually pretty damn impressive. With one continuous shot, they show it completely annihilate the stains on these hands.
Just watch. Didiseven and a little water instantly remove the stain, even from under the fingernails.
I suppose it's possible that there's some editing tricks involved, but if there is, it's not obvious. If anything, they play tricks with your ears more than your eyes with that special chime they play.
It's goodbye to all those unwanted stains forever. Ink, iodine, and carbon.
Another strange thing about this commercial is how they mention Didiseven removing iodine stains. I guess it's just a sign of a generation gap. I think I remember iodine being a much more common household item back then, but these days I've never seen it used outside of a laboratory or medical setting. Blood, on the other hand, I have to clean that up on a daily basis. And that's the old Didiseven commercial, circa 1985. It was simple, yes, but there was a lot of honesty here. You could see the stuff work in real time and the product spoke for itself. Now, how does it compare to the new version? Well, let's take a look.
Oh no! Is your family a stain machine? No problem! Didiseven is back!
Wow, 3 seconds in and already I notice a problem. In the original Didiseven commercial, they presented the stains as accidents, an exploding pan, poorly constructed pizza, but with this one, they immediately start up with,
Is your family a stain machine?
what a great way to get us to respect your product. Start off by insulting our family. Seriously, who the fuck raised this kid? Sonny Koufax? He doesn't need a stain remover, he needs a spanking. By removing the accident aspect, they managed to immediately make the commercial antagonistic, implying that it's you and Didiseven against your messy family, which also means that they're subconsciously alienating anyone who lives alone, or for that matter, anyone who isn't a housewife. The original commercial was gender neutral, being marketed towards anybody who's worried about having to remove stains, which, let's be honest, is a fairly universal necessity. But this one is marketed overwhelmingly towards women.
So this represents your washing machine. Listen, ladies, it can ruin the whole load. Everything's pink.
Shopping, cooking, vaginas, other things women care about.
The whites are white and the colors are bright.
Breastfeeding, twilight, menstruation. Also, serious question here. Who the fuck wears red socks? No, really, in both of these commercials and in plenty of other laundry commercials, it's always a single red sock that causes problems. Really, you can't see a bright red sock in an entire load of white clothes? Who would put their trust in red socks that have consistently caused nothing but misery and discontent for decades?
Just a little super concentrate with water activates this powerful cleaning solution.
There's also a noticeable drop in the implied intelligence of the viewer. In the old version, all they said was,
Enough to replace all these expensive cleaners at a fraction of the price. Think of the money you'll save.
but apparently people don't understand things like fractions. So in the new one, they just come right out and tell you.
Didiseven removes hundreds of difficult stains and saves you thousands.
I just can't get over how stupid this implication is. Because the kid spilled fruit juice on the couch and ran off, Didiseven just saved them $1,250. Because everybody knows you can't just clean up a stain. Oh wait, you just fucking did! Also, keep in mind, this couch exists in a special TV universe, where stains are the only thing couches and carpets have to worry about. Forget about wear and discoloration that develop after years of use in high traffic areas. No, little Umberto spilled his drink. The couch is unsalvageable now. Another big difference about the new commercial is the addition of CG graphics, because obviously CG animation has more verisimilitude than live action.
It scientifically attacks the stain molecules to render it invisible. Second, it loosens it up so it cleanly rinses away.
Science, molecules, technology! Oddly enough, there is one thing the new commercial does improve on. It actually cuts the price of the product. Didiseven is cheaper now than it was 20 years ago, although looking closely, I think the tube is actually smaller than before. But what I want to know is Didiseven still a whiz on carpets?
Remove awful pet accidents from your carpets in seconds.
That's not what I meant!
We'll include our power sprayer to blast stains out. Yours free.
Of course, I can't end this video without talking about the very obvious difference, freebies. In the original Didiseven commercial, all they were advertising was the cleaning product. You see what the product does, you pay for it, and you get it. But this one, like pretty much every modern infomercial, has to throw in freebies to make you feel like you're getting a better offer than you actually are. It's a classic marketing gimmick. Convince people that if they don't buy it now, they're going to be losing money in the long run. When in reality, the only real way to save the most money is to not buy the product in the first place. And of course, this version spares no expense, as they get the biggest name in infomercials to piggyback on their product. I'm speaking, of course, of none other than Vince Offer.
But hold everything. Get the amazing ShamWow free.
Hi, it's Vince with ShamWow. You'll be saying wow every time you use this towel. A regular towel doesn't work wet. This works wet or dry.
So what's the moral here? Have infomercials gotten worse in the last 3 decades? Well, it's hard to say. While the claims they make have certainly gotten more unbelievable and there's much more reliance on computer graphics and camera tricks than actual demonstration, they've certainly gotten less boring. Everything is so flashy and eye-catching that they really do a good job of holding your attention for the full duration. I defy you to watch one of these commercials without getting some sort of smile on your face, either with irony, hubris, or even genuine wonder. But what they lose in authenticity, they gain in entertainment value, which some may say is an unfortunate trade-off, but for me, it's all about the entertainment value. This is TZ putting products in their place for you, and I will continue to put products in their place for you next season. Play us off, Vince!
Hi, it's Vince with slap chop 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 chop. Hi, it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day. You're gonna be slapping your troubles away with the slap, slapping your troubles away with the slap chop. Hi, it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day. You're gonna be slapping your troubles away with the slap, slapping your troubles away with the slap chop. Look, here's a potato. 1 slap, you get big chunks for the stew. 2 slaps, don't rise in the second. And look at this. When you add a mushroom, the more you do it, you get your switch in great. Now, you love salad, you hate making salad. You know you hate making salad, you hate making salad. Since we don't have any salad in your diet, watch this 1 slap salad. Soup, coleslaw, stuff, and what? 5 seconds? 4 or 5 seconds, it's done. Next thing is tuna. Looks boring. Stop having the boring tuna. Stop having the boring life. Add this tuna, bring it like this. Now you're gonna have a nice, exciting life. Here's a hard-boiled egg. 1 chunk and pickle. You add the meat. And what you can do, you can mix things together. You add ham.
Made in Germany. You know the Germans always make good stuff.